Hey guys, welcome back to the Coding Lab. Today we are going to be making a project for Scratch Day. Now, if you don't know what Scratch Day is, it's where everyone who does Scratch, or maybe other people, celebrate Scratch and do a lot of projects together, and the community gets to see them. So I want to make a project for Scratch Day so that the Scratch community can see it. So let's get started. So when you open up your project, we're actually gonna delete the scratch. We're actually gonna keep the scratch cat. So what we're gonna do is that we are gonna initialize a sprite so it stays in the position that we want it to go. So I'm gonna go here, then initialize our sprite. Okay. After that, we are gonna make some like moving things. Like I'm gonna drag out forever. I'm gonna drag out an if block. I'm gonna duplicate that 4 times and put them in. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna have 3 of them. So after that, actually no, 4 of them. After that, let's go to sensing and drag out a key space in each of them. After that, let's select up, down, left, right. Then for up, I'm gonna select the change y, then another change y, then I'm gonna do change y by -10 instead, then do change x by -10 for the left, and for this I'm gonna do just a normal 10. After that, as you can see, we are moving. I'm also gonna add something else. So I'm gonna add I'm gonna go to backdrop and I'm gonna click paint. Actually, you know what? So I'm gonna keep backdrop 1. I am gonna draw like lines that like kill the player. So I'm gonna draw a rectangle and draw like whoops. I'm gonna fill the rectangle to a red. Then I'm gonna drag it so it like here. Then duplicate this so then I'm gonna make it go here. Oh, and one other thing I'm gonna do is that I am gonna make the um the um the outline the same color by using the eyedropper tool. So I'm gonna use the eyedropper tool. So I'm gonna do eyedrop and go here and fill it in. After that, we're gonna go back to the code and go to our cat. Okay. After that, we are gonna drag out another if, and then we're gonna go to touching mouse pointer. Actually, no, not touching mouse pointer. Touching color. Then we're gonna select the color, click on eyedrop, and select the color of the kill brick. After that, we are. Oh my god! Wait, I forgot to initialize the sprite. The block that initializes the sprite is what you're gonna want to drag to the if touching color. Let's try it out. So if I run here, yep, it does it. One other thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna extend this rectangle so it's not like impossible. Let's try that out. Can go here. Okay, there we go. So after that, we're gonna go back to sprite, and then we are gonna add another ding here. So we're gonna add a door so that the player. Actually, no. You know what? Let's do a portal. I'm gonna make the portal purple with a a dark blue. I'm also gonna increase the outline of this. Yeah, there we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it a separate sprite so it's much easier. So after that, we are gonna so we're gonna do this. It's important to snap it to the Canva so that you can do a lot of edits. And just like I did for the scratch count, I am gonna initialize the sprite. Like dragging it to the position that I wanted. And it's always gonna be initialized. Like I think this is probably gonna be like the only code we're gonna add it, and it's gonna be initialized. So when this is the only code. The only code that the portal has is where it's initialized. I don't think any other code is gonna be added to that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to control for the scratch cat and drag out a if block. Then I'm gonna go back here and drag out a touching mouse pointer block. Select the drop down and click on Sprite 2, which is a portal. I'm actually gonna rename this to Portal so it makes more sense. Okay. Then I'm gonna broadcast a message. It's gonna be called Next Level. Okay. After when you have that, we are gonna go back to backdrops and go here. And then you can then you can make different backdrops if you want. But just make sure they're the exact same color, cause if you have trouble doing that, I would duplicate this and then you can edit it as much as you want. You can do whatever your heart desires. I'm not gonna tell you what to do for these, cause it's your choice. You can pick it. And I'm gonna add so I'm just gonna do a bunch of stuff here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, do some stuff here. Make sure it's fair for the player. And make sure there aren't ways for the player to get to the portal safely. I think I'm gonna add 6 levels. And then the 7th one will be the congratulations, you win, or good job, whatever. I'm just gonna keep going, but yeah, you can do whatever you want for these. I'm not gonna make you do anything. Ooh, you know what? I'm also gonna teach you on how to make it so that the scratch chat has to get smaller and smaller, so he has to fit in. I'm gonna teach you how to do that. That is actually a very simple method, I think, but I want to teach you guys so you can level up your game and make it super fun. I'm gonna add it on level 3. And make sure they're even. Make sure it fits. Stuff like that. Okay. So I'm gonna make a blue circle. I'm gonna hold down shift to make a purple one. Make make it small. I'm also going to remove the outline. Okay. I'm going to add one over here. Alright, okay. So, I'm going to do the rest of the backdrops like after this video, because I want to show you like how you can like make it small. But before we do that, we need to do something. When green flag clicked, switch backdrop to backdrop 1. Another thing is, we're going to go back to events. When I receive next level, go to the next backdrop. Okay? So let's try that out. Uh-oh, this is tricky. Okay, so there seems to be a problem here. When we touch it, look. When I touch it, it goes to like the next backdrop like right away. But like, we don't want it to do that. We want it to be like when it like goes there, we also need to go back to the position right away. Let's see what happens. That's better. So basically, what the code is doing is that. So basically, yeah. So like So basically, that if you don't have the block there, it's gonna like change like fast. But we need to like have the initialized block be there so it doesn't like change levels like right away. I'm actually just gonna like change just like a wee bit. I'm gonna like change these blocks like a little bit. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go back to the scratch pad and drag out an if block, and then we're gonna drag out an if. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have it go to the next backdrop real quick, so you can see it. So if touching color yellow, but we do not want it to be yellow. We want it to be this color. We're gonna set it to a size where it can fit there, and the player has to be like small. Okay? Alright. So we're gonna change the size by -10 and see where it can fit. A size 30 looks good. So I'm gonna do a set size to 30. Another thing I'm gonna do is that I also need to add a set size block up here so that it'll set the size to 100. Let's try that out. So we go back here. We get past for level 1. We go here. And as you can see, we get small. So yeah. Basically, we're almost done with this tutorial. Here's one thing. Let's go back to backdrops. I'm just gonna add a blank one. And then when we go here, we're gonna drag another if block. We're using so many ifs here. If the well, actually, you know what? We're not gonna add that if block there. We're gonna add it here. So forever, if the we're gonna add out it equals update to number 50 to 4. Then go here, click on backdrop number. If it equals 4, then broadcast and broadcast a new message. Call it set size back to origin original. After that, go back here, drag out a set when I receive block and click the drop button and click set size back to original and set size back to 100. Yeah. Let's try that out. Uh-oh. Well, so I go here. When I go here, I set my size back to 30. Then when I go back here, it goes back to 100%. Yeah. Anyways, that's the end of my tutorial, guys. I'm gonna add more levels after this video, but you can add as many levels as you want. I'm also gonna add a windscreen. Adding the windscreen is easy because literally when it gets to the end of the level, you have to write "you win" and play some music if you want. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys like it. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment, and I hope you have fun on Scratch Day. Scratch on!